patterns, I believe. So first, let's click on File, click on New, and let's make a new part like so. Click on OK. Now let's click on Revolve Boss Base. Now the front, top, and right plane appears. Select the front plane. Now let's sketch and put dimensions of what I'm going to show you. Now let's start from the origin and drag our pointer upwards and make a vertical line. And then we're going to move it to the right slightly a bit, and we're going to move it down but not fully. Put a slight angle there, and to finish it all up, wait, okay, let's do that again from this. Okay, so let's put dimensions on these lines: 100 millimeters, followed by this line 30 millimeters, and this line here we're going to put 50 millimeters, and lastly the smallest line on the bottom here we're going to put 15 millimeters. Okay, looks good. Now we're going to click on Sketch Fillet. Sketch Fillet here. Now let's set the radius to 30. Set the radius to 30. Okay. Now select Keep Constraint Corners here, so that the corner dimensions and relations are retained to a virtual intersection point. Now let's select the endpoint of the 50 millimeter vertical line that is coincident with the endpoint of the diagonal line, which is right about here, and click OK. Now the corner is now filleted. As you can see, the filleted corner is now visible, as well as the virtual sharp of the two lines indicated by the witness lines. And then let's click on Exit Sketch in the Property Manager under Revolve. Let's select this long vertical line here for the axis of revolution. Set the angle to 360 degrees and then select OK. So let's save this part first and save it as mhousing. mhousing underscore your name. Okay, mhousing. Save. And now our part is now safe. So now let's create a thin wall extrusion for the microphone capsule. Select the top face of the model in the graphics area, and then let's click on Extruded Base Boss. Click Offset Entities in the Property Manager. Set the offset to 2. Select Reverse to offset the edge to the inside like this, and then let's click on OK to create the sketch. Now let's click on Exit Sketch in the Property Manager under Direction 1. Select Blind in End Condition and set the depth to 5 millimeters. Select Thin Feature here and click on Reverse Direction. To extrude the wall to the inside, now select One Direction in Type and set the thickness to only 3 millimeters. Let's click on OK, and there you go. We have now created a thin walled extrusion. So now let's hold out the part by removing the top and bottom faces. Let's click on Shell here. Let's click on this in the Property Manager under Parameters. Set the thickness to 3, and then let's select the top and bottom faces for faces to be removed. So move on and sketch an oblong cut. Now let's click on the front. So let's first select the front plane. Okay, click Center Line here, and sketch a vertical line, center line to the origin. So this one here, vertical line right to here. Okay, nice. Let's click on this icon here, line, and sketch 2 horizontal lines of equal length beginning at the center line. So approximately about here. Let's zoom in. 1, and then another 1, 2. Okay. Let's click View, and in this Hide Show Items, we're going to click on Sketch Relations. We're going to turn this off, to turn off the display of relations in the graphics area, so that it doesn't obscure the sketch geometry. Okay, now moving on, let's click on Tangent Up, and let's make a knot from these two lines here. Okay, now let's hold down our control button here and select the center line. And not only that, both of these horizontal lines and the tangent arc that we just did just now. Click on mirror entities, and there you go. Our sketch just now has been mirrored across the center line. So let's put dimensions on our oblong sketch here. Let's put from this point to this point 10 millimeters. And let's put the radius to be 5, and let's put from this point all the way to the bottom of this point, let's put it to only 60. Okay, as you can see here, our sketch is now fully defined. Now let's make the oblong cut. Click isometric, go to view orientations and click on this icon here, isometric. Click on hidden lines visible, and then click on exit sketch. Now in the property manager under direction 1, select through all in the end condition and click OK to create our oblong cut. Now double click on cut extrude 1, and the dimensions of our oblong cut has appeared in the graphics area. Click on linear pattern. For pattern direction, click 60 to create the pattern along the same direction as the dimension line. If necessary, click on reverse direction so that the arrow in the graphics area points up. Yep. And set the spacing to about 10 millimeters. Set the number of instances to 4. Now this value includes the original cut extrude feature. Now a preview of the pattern appears in the graphics area. A call out indicates the direction, spacing, and instances. Yeah, like this. Select cut extrude 1 for features to pattern. Okay. Now under options, we're going to select geometry pattern. Now click OK and save this part. Let's save this first. Now let's click on view and then click on hide and show and click on temporary axis. Click on circular pattern here in the property manager under direction 1. For pattern axis, select the temporary axis that passes through the center of the revolve feature. Let's select this here, this axis. degrees. Set the number of instances to 3. Now under features to pattern, select L pattern, pattern 1. The preview of the circular updates in the graphics area as you enter the parameters in the property manager. Under options, select geometry pattern and then click on OK. Now let's click on view, hide and show. Click on temporary axis to turn off the temporary axis, and then let's click on shaded with edges. And then click on shaded with edges. Now in the features manager, double click on circular pattern 1. Two values appear on part 3, which is 103 instances and 120 degrees. Click equations in the tools toolbar. Go to tools and then select equations. In the name column, under equations, click add equation. Select the spacing angle in the graphics area. Okay. In the value slash equation column, type equals 360. So type 360. Now select total instances value 3 in the graphics area. Now this V1 add circular pattern 1 is now added to the equation. Now click on OK to complete the equation and close the box. Now an equation folder has been added to the feature manager design tree. Now to add, delete or edit an equation, just right click on the folder and select manage equations. Okay. Now let's click on circular pattern 1. Click in the graphics area, click the total instances value of 3. Type 4 in the callout and press enter. So let's do that again, double click and click on number 5 here. Let's change it back to 4. Click on OK, and then let's click on this rebuild button. Now the part has been updated to 4 instances, and the angle value has now changed to 90 degrees in the graphics area. Now let's save this part. And there you go. We have now completed this tutorial.